Hello and welcome to the ISP F-1 Visa Navigator, your trusted guide to navigating the US student visa process. In this session, we will explore one of the most critical components of securing your US student visa. That is the art of a confident presentation during your visa interview. My good name is Cynthia Moses. Now, this session is not just about answering questions. It is about how, one, you present yourself, how you communicate your intentions with clarity and purpose, and most importantly, how you convince the visa officer that you're a genuine and qualified student. However, before we dive into the details of preparation, it is crucial to understand one fundamental fact that every F-1 visa applicant must be aware of. Under Section 214B of the Immigration and Nationality Act, every applicant for the non-immigrant visa is presumed to be an intending immigrant until they can prove otherwise. The law states, and I quote, "Every alien shall be presumed to be an immigrant until he establishes to the satisfaction of the consular officer at the time of the application for a visa that he is entitled to a non-immigrant status." This means that the visa officers are legally required to assume that you intend to stay in the US permanently until you can convincingly demonstrate otherwise. It is therefore your responsibility to prove to them that your intent is purely academic, that you plan to return home after completing your studies, and that you meet all the requirements of the F-1 visa. This is why understanding the F-1 visa process is absolutely essential. Simply by having admission to a university or even well-prepared documents is not enough. It is your ability to clearly explain your study plans, demonstrate strong ties to your home country, and confidently articulating your purpose that will ultimately determine whether your visa is approved or denied. At the International Scholars Program, we have seen hundreds of students successfully secure their visas because they understand what was expected of them and mastered the key skills necessary to convince the visa officer of their genuine intent. Through our expert guidance, they have learned how to present themselves effectively and communicate their cases with confidence and clarity. Right, let us look at understanding the dynamics of the visa interview. When you step into the interview room, it is important to remember that you are speaking to another human being. Yes, the visa officer has the authority to approve or deny your visa, but they are also an individual with their own background, education, and cultural expectations. Visa officers are trained to assess applicants based on a strict, well-defined criteria. However, because of Section 214B of the INA, they are required to assume you intend to stay in the US permanently until you can prove otherwise. And thus, they will be looking for key indicators that confirm your credibility as a legitimate student. These include confidence demonstrated through clear and purposeful communication, as well as positivity in your demeanor, which signals enthusiasm about your academic plans. They expect openness and honesty in every detail that you provide, and will assess whether you have strong ties to your home country that suggest that you will return after completing your studies. While the idea of likability is subjective, presenting yourself as a genuine and respectful candidate can work in your favor and help create a positive impression. The moment that you begin your interview, the visa officer immediately starts forming an opinion about you. Whether you like it or not, this judgment will not only be based on what you say, but also how you say it. They will assess your responses to determine whether you are clear, concise, and relevant. They will also observe your overall presentation, including how you're dressed and whether you appear organized and professional. Your mannerisms will play a key role in shaping their perceptions as well. If you appear overly nervous, avoid eye contact, or seem unsure of your own story, they may doubt your credibility. On the other hand, if you are composed, maintain steady eye contact, and answer the questions confidently, you are far more likely to leave a positive impression. Now, your tone of voice also matters when you're speaking, because speaking in a hesitant or rehearsed manner can make you seem less convincing. If you come across as natural, clear, and self-assured, you reinforce the idea that you are a legitimate student with well-defined academic goals. Now let us look at the anatomy of judgment, and that is what the visa officer observes. Visa officers are trained to make quick, informed decisions, and their assessment is based on a combination of factors. Within a minute after you appear on the visa interview window, they will quickly assess your DS-160 profile before you even speak, which gives them a quick snapshot of your case. However, the actual interview is where they seek to confirm, validate, and question your profile. They will analyze your responses, checking if they are coherent, concise and relevant to the questions asked. They will also observe your appearance, not in terms of fashion, but in how you present yourself professionally and respectfully. Your mannerisms, including eye contact, posture, and body language, will carefully be noted. Even the way you speak matters. Now, if your tone is clear, respectful, and confident, it reinforces the credibility of your case. However, appearing nervous, fidgeting excessively, or struggling to answer simple questions can raise red flags. Now, since the law requires officers to assume that you intend to immigrate, anything you say that fails to convince them otherwise could lead to a denial under Section 214B. Let us look at the key elements of a positive, confident presentation. A strong, confident presentation begins with maintaining eye contact. You do not need to stare aggressively, but keeping steady, natural eye contact conveys honesty and confidence. Looking away too often or avoiding eye contact altogether can suggest nervousness or even dishonesty. Next is your demeanor. You should appear professional, yet approachable. A slight, natural smile sets the right tone and creates a more positive atmosphere. You do not need to force a grin, but looking unenthusiastic, grumpy, or uninterested can work against you. The way you respond to questions will also determine how the officer perceives your case. Clarity and conciseness are your best tools. Rambling, giving overly detailed explanations, or going off topic can weaken your response. So always go straight to the point while still providing enough information to fully answer the visa officer's questions. Next, let's talk about building confidence, and here preparation is key. Now, confidence is not something you're just born with, but it is a skill that can be developed through preparation and practice. One of the best ways to build this confidence is through practice by conducting mock interviews. Practicing in an environment that closely mimics the actual visa interview will help you become more familiar with the process and reduce anxiety. Another crucial step to building confidence is understanding your visa application form, that is known as your DS-160 form, inside and out. You must also be able to discuss your academic plans, financial arrangements, and post-study intentions without hesitation. Any inconsistencies in your responses could create doubts in the officer's mind, which is why knowing your information thoroughly is essential. Now, at the International Scholars Program, we are dedicated to helping brilliant graduate students achieve their dreams of studying abroad, regardless of their financial background. If you hold a bachelor's degree with at least a 2.8 GPA, you already meet the academic requirements to join the International Scholars Program. And better yet, your high school performance does not matter. Through our program, you gain access to school applications, visa guidance, and financial support, ensuring that you are well prepared to transition smoothly into your international academic journey. To learn more about the International Scholars Program, visit our website www.internationalscholarsprogram.com and download our handbook for detailed insights into the opportunities available to you. To stay connected with us, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, X, and Instagram, all at International Scholars Program, for inspiring stories, expert advice, and the latest updates on study abroad opportunities. We look forward to helping you take the next step towards your dream of studying abroad. See you next time, same place, same time, with another insightful episode of the ISP F1 Visa Navigator. I have been your host, Cynthia Moses.